Hey MTV, welcome to my crib! Now, this video has basically no purpose except to show off my stable, which I may have poured 900 star coins into. And if you have eyes, you might be thinking, Pickle, you spent 900 star coins on this? This is nothing to write home about. You have pine needles on the floor of your stalls, which are otherwise dirt. What is this? And you would be correct. This is in fact what my stable used to look like before I spent 2.5 months worth of star coins on redesigning it. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, perhaps the green wash stall is a tad out there. Perhaps clashes. It doesn't really belong to a particular theme. I guess the stall floors are green, so they kind of go together that way. But all in all, this stable is wholly underwhelming. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. But, you know, I was starting to get the sense that maybe I wanted more than fine. Maybe I wanted something that, you know, really felt like I had customized my stable and didn't just slightly change the style of the whatever this is called. But I figured, why not, you know, increase the suspense and raise the stakes a little bit by showing you what it used to look like in here. Your questions might not have ended there. Other questions might include, Pickle, why do you have a Christmas pet and a Christmas horse in April? And that is also a great question, but I'm actually going to decline to answer that one. If you want to answer it yourself and like let me know what you come up with, that would be great. But in the meantime, you know, I'm just gonna admire these pine needles on the floor. Yeah, so this is the old stable. This is the old aesthetic. And now, please give me a moment to get to work and I will reconstruct the stable into the stable of my dreams. Please stand by.
Writing in the margins of my mind all day, sipping herbal in the morning just to feel okay. Had a dream I was water just flowing through space, till I landed on the record that my grandma would play. Talk sweet like jazz in the park after rain.
Alright, and here we are in the finished product. Now, this is a pretty drastic vibe change, I would say, but I feel like the design choices here more accurately encapsulate something. You know, the stable that I had previously was basically just a little bit of a darker version of what our stables used to look like when we all had the same ones before this whole customization update came out. But I didn't really poke around that much until my friend Arrow started roasting me for my lack of customization, and that's not necessarily what drove me to do this, but it did kind of get me thinking, like, yeah, what else is out there? And I watched a Cocoa Rosewater video. I feel like from how I speak about certain things, it sounds like all I do all day is just watch Star Stable YouTube, but anyway, I watched one of her videos and she made a stable that was kind of had a purpley vibe, and that inspired me because I had no idea that you could have purple walls. This was a totally new development for me, and when I heard of this, when I saw it in her video, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to make a purple stable. Like, it's so beautiful, and I think it feels more in line with, like, I don't want to say my taste because I did also like the old stable, but I don't know, it has more of an identity, which I like. I was a bit hesitant to combine the two different styles with the walls, but I gave it a go and I really like it. To me, it feels like your basic Minecraft house, right? You put the layer of cobblestone and then you put the wood on top, and that is kind of where I drew the inspiration from, honestly. This is how it looks with the decorations. I think it looks very nice and springy. I don't like these little rugs. I'm not really sure what the vision was behind these. I don't really understand it, but I really, really like these all plants that we have here with the little flowers in them, and I wish we could keep these permanently without having these to go along with them. I wish that we could change these little nameplates, and maybe we can, and I just don't know how, but it drives me insane that these don't match with the rest of the stall. But whatever, maybe I just have to lock in and max all my horses, and then I can have the golden nameplates and it'll match with like the horse head and the horseshoe. Anyway, that's basically the stable. I mean, I don't even have an expanded stable, so there's really not that much to see, but it took a lot of deep breaths for me to actually commit to redesigning my stable, considering how pricey it is. But I'm satisfied, I'm happy, and I hope that maybe this inspires some of you, or maybe it's just nice on the eyes, or maybe you think it's ugly and you're gonna go and tell all your friends how ugly my home stable is. And you know what? That's kind of weird. That's kind of strange that you would be that invested in how much you hate this. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!